Welcome, welcome, welcome to the pilot episode of the Power Hour. Now, what does this mean? Just to give everyone a heads up, MME Live is not going anywhere. I want to expand my live streams, and sometimes I only have an hour. Like, if you guys notice, I've been so busy that I probably do an MME Live like 2 to 3 times a week and then to the max. So hopefully I could still keep up 2 to 3 times a week for MME Live, but occasionally I could do a power hour, go through some topics with a good panelist, just one. This is a closed panel. That way we could get through the topics in like 60 minutes. Now, if you do want to tip or anything else like that and have another, like with a super chat, that could be at the end of our plan topics. And then we could then go into a little bit of overtime. But it's not going to be good news of Twitter,
A
mailbag,
mailbag.
on Power Hour. It's just topics with a friend. And yeah, CGH, you could get on the list. You have to let me know if you want to be on a list for a Power Hour panelist. It's just me and you. Sometimes I might do it alone. It depends because there's sometimes I might want to do this like after I get out of work in the daytime before I take a nap. We'll see if that happens though.
Ah,
Uh,
I call BS on that.
so please thumbs up the video if you want content like this. You want more variety. It's way too late sometimes. Isaac, the biggest fan. Hey, Max and Brucifer, how are you guys doing? We're doing great. Doing great.
Hey, what's going on? Hey,
Jimmy
Jimmy.
Badalitsky, CGH Entertainment, good idea. If only it stays structured. Well, there's a lot of great talent that we have in the MME orbit, and sometimes they don't. What the hell was that, Bruce?
I had the cough. I
Oh, okay,
apologize.
okay. But
I
sometimes they
can't
don't
do
get
that.
their time to shine on a full panel, but one-on-one situation that could really help. Like I've never had DL one-on-one or Blue Jay one
That sounds
or
a little
Perp
creepy.
one-on-one on CGH one-on-one, Um so let's get into the first topic here. Well, actually, this just in.
Let's just then.
Breaking news!
Okay, so this is just in. It's very interesting news. I know Sydney Sweeney is a big star right now for reasons. I don't know if all
Hmm.
the reasons are her
Hmm.
acting ability. She's certainly very charismatic.
Yes.
Besides, her willingness to, um, you know,
Lay,
show what
lay
she's
it all,
got.
lay it all out there.
There's nothing wrong with that. If we're really for,
No, I'm talking about going for it. Like,
yeah,
don't worry about what people are going to say.
exactly. I appreciate that aspect of her. Uh, I I was rooting for her in Anyone But You. I am not a fan. This isn't going to be another rant on that movie. Bruce thinks I'm wrong though. Me and my wife both did not like that. But this is probably the
Yes.
biggest deal for Sydney Sweeney right now. As far as I could tell, this is a pretty legit outlet. THR. Let me bring this up, and it's a little more credible because it's also Edgar Wright. So Edgar Wright is in talks to direct Sydney Sweeney led Barbarella movie via THR. And we'll do a quick little reaction to the comments there. If you would be so kind in the chat, is to say whether you think this is a good idea. Do you even like the Barbarella movie? I appreciate the Barbarella movie. I got to go back and watch it. I got it
It's been
mixed
a
up with
while
Logan.
since I.
It's I got it mixed up with Logan Run. So this is not Logan's Run. Is another kind of sci. It's similar. This is Barbarella. This is Jane Fonda, right?
Yes, Jane Fonda, the
Jane
greatest
Fonda.
actress of all time. Right.
Yeah. So I will also put, maybe if I could do this in the chat too. Uh, oh, that's gonna distract me. I'll just keep going. So I think this is a good idea with Edgar Wright as the director. If you said that they were going to make a Sydney Sweeney Barbarella movie and they haven't cast a director, if there wasn't a director attached, I would be
Mhm.
more concerned. Like, but Edgar Wright is a very proficient director. I don't think he's as amazing as some people, you know, think that he is. I mean, I like his movies, I enjoy them, but I know there's like none of them are on like my top movies. I think actually one of his best movies was Baby Driver.
For me, his best one, it's a tie between Hot Fuzz and World's End.
hmm
I really like.
I do like all. I really enjoy all his movies. They're great watches. I just again, there's not one that's like my top movies of all time, which some
Mhm.
people that is that director for them, and I
Yeah,
appreciate that. Um, but I'm really excited even just for Edgar Wright to get another chance and not to dog on Zack Snyder again, but
we got.
I am happy to see another director get a crack at a sci-fi epic.
Well,
And
you wait, hold up. You think Barbarella is going to be a sci-fi epic?
I think it
It
could
was
be.
campy as hell.
Well, I think it could be
Uh,
with Edgar Wright. I think he's going to take it seriously. I'm interested to see.
Seriously.
y- Well, I mean, there's going to be that too, of course. But I honestly, the wheels probably were greased now that he has her, and it's interesting that he's going to a studio, keep having her in mind, like
Mm.
before even things are completely confirmed. Because I was like, is
Well,
this confirmed?
there's at least two reasons that he picked her for this role.
hmm
You know,
Oh, okay.
she's a up and coming actress, and she's very popular with a lot of fans, a lot of simps. I mean, fans.
Well, that's a great thing that she's very happy in her. If we really are for women, we should be happy whenever they are happy with themselves too. Like we shouldn't
Well, I'm
impose
happy
that on her.
for it.
Yeah, she's
Not
happy with
just
herself.
a woman, an actor in general.
Yeah.
That's
So
just
so I think this is a good idea. I think this is a good plan. I'm interested. I don't know who is there any other actress that you would have thought might be good for this role if it wasn't Sydney Sweeney? I'm trying to think of
uh, crap.
can she fill Jane Fonda's shoes? Jane Fonda's big shoes to fill.
Yeah. Crap. The actress, she played Dorcas in Chilling Tales of Sabrina, and she played what's that? Crap. Why can't I think of the actress's name right now? I think I'm burnt out from casting last night. Um, Abigail Cohen.
Abigail Cohen. I don't know that one.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, you never
she's a
saw the
great actress.
original? That's one I would love to get on VHS. I haven't found that yet. Again, I was thinking maybe I have this, but when I was looking at the top, I'm like, no, that's Logan's Run, and I haven't watched
You,
Logan's Run in a while either.
it's funny. The only thing I probably saw it once, but the only thing I can remember about it was her flying up to a nest with an angel and having sex with the angel in the nest.
I'm wondering if I actually saw the whole movie. Now I really want to see the first Barbarella. Yes, I should, Anthony.
Yeah, this is Abigail Cohen. For anyone that doesn't know,
Oh, okay, cool. That would be awesome.
yeah, I would have
I've
chose her.
never seen her before, but cool. I don't know
She's a
what
really good actress.
yeah. So I'm more excited to Edgar Wright to get another project rolling too, and that it's sci-fi. I think this is a little different. Did he do that one called Paul? Is CGH here? Was that his movie?
Who?
Edgar Wright, Paul, where it's an alien that comes to
I
Earth
I
with
don't
Seth
I
Rogen.
don't I don't think so.
Okay. I'm trying to think if Edgar Wright's done any other sci-fi. So
Sci-fi.
let's see what the chat is saying here.
I know. I think
Uh,
his last movie was like Last Night in
uh,
Soho. Or
oh, I wanted to see that too. I didn't see that. Okay, so a Hobbit. I'm glad I'm not a teenage boy anymore. I think I would. Oh, I would hurt myself watching this. Oh boy. Well, there
What?
will only be one original Barbarella. I would be interested to see what they do with creativity. I think it'd be more interesting as a mature satirical R-rated streaming series. If it's a big budget theatrical release, there's strong chance it'll be watered down and played safe. Not with Edgar Wright. Oh, here's the SJW comments. I would watch a new Barbarella with her as long as the SJW producer, writers, and directors don't get anywhere near. Are we seriously? Do they really claim that about everything? Because
Yes.
casting her just proves that it's not going to be a big SJW production. Do you think they're going to? Do you honestly
I don't
hate?
understand. They literally hate Jane Fonda, but they love Barbarella. Come on. Come on.
Well, I mean, does this internet anti SJW to even
It's so
understand the
stupid.
minute they talk, say Sydney Sweeney is going to be in Barbarella, do you think they're going to be like covering her up? I'm sorry. That that would never happen. Never happen. There's no way. There's no way.
I don't even get it because Barbarella was a PG movie. It wasn't a mature rated movie. These idiots, they only know that it was a PG movie. It was God, I hate people.
Oh, here's Giant Freaking Robot. I've never seen him make something as overtly sexual as Barbarella. This is a two-person panel, Brian. I'm
What?
gonna have you on next time. This show is
Really?
called, yes. It's called the Power Hour. I will have you next time. It is,
You actually did it? Oh my God.
yeah. No, I'm sorry. I should have told people more ahead of time.
I think
I
you
think.
should have told people this before.
Yeah,
And
yeah. Uh, lame? No, it's not lame. I'm gonna have you on, Joe, one time too. I want to have multiple shows. Okay, so I want to finish this. In fact, he skews as far opposite direction as possible, which probably means that a sanitized version is the plan. Apart from that, his visual style would be really great. Sanitized? What? Giant freaking robot.
they're such morons.
Yeah.
Did they not understand the first movie
Well,
was PG in 1968? Come
well,
on.
see, PG back then was like R now.
It was
With
not.
with
Stop,
this
Max.
with the sex stuff, with the nudity.
What nudity?
I think there was nudity in it.
What?
I don't know. I don't know. All right.
It
Well,
wasn't deep throat.
no, not like that.
Jeez, Max.
No. I think there was at least new boobs and stuff, I thought. Whatever. I'm looking forward to it just because Edgar Wright. Um, I
It
would
was a
like to
it was a bad movie. It really was.
yeah. I would like to see her challenge herself in her acting ability. I don't know if would this
I
role
don't
do
no.
anything that make her a better actress.
What was that movie they freak Pamela Anderson was in? Barbed Wire. It'll be a role like that.
Okay.
It's not going to challenge any actor. No,
All right.
no. For
Okay.
me.
Well, that's the first topic. I didn't see this coming. This came out of nowhere for me. I think it's a good idea. I definitely am going to see it for sure, unless it really looks bad. There's no way. There's nothing that I would think that I would not want to see this movie. Okay. And let's see what else I have for the topics prepared. Prepared topics. Okay, let me bring this up here.
You got slides?
No, I don't have slides.
Oh,
Oh, wait.
you got banners.
What character? Well, let me bring up the article so everyone knows what I'm talking about. Let me bring that up first. What character is Chris Pratt playing? Because he said 100% he will be returning as Star-Lord and appearing in James Gunn's DCU. Does he mean 100% for both? I think that's what he means.
Yes.
Yes. So he is in the DCU now.
Mm-hmm.
What character will Chris Pratt play? I think a lot of, and the other reason I wanted this as the main topic is there was also some news on. Well, I think the main character everyone's passes around the most is if you get Chris Pratt, he is a $1 billion movie star. He's had a few under his belt, right? It's not just going to be
I don't
a
think
side character.
they
He's,
were going to see Chris Pratt. I just think they were going to the movie to see the franchise. That, me
I don't
personally.
think that's fair. I think
Well,
I think Chris Pratt brings in the money.
okay.
I think he's not very.
Well, we'll see how his
I mean, there are a
Garfield
few
does.
people on Twitter that don't like him because he or do not like that he preaches his religion, or
That's
or
not
or
true.
or I said some people,
People,
a few
no.
people.
What happened was he was part of a church that preached anti-LGBTQ
Okay, I didn't know that part.
message at that point in his career. He since then left that church.
Oh, I didn't
It's
know
not
that.
and
Okay.
it's nothing against him personally.
Well,
It's
no.
not attack. It's not an attack on Christianity.
Okay. I did see people get mad at him when he said "God bless someone" or something when something happened. They didn't like that too. So
But
I did witness that
it's
myself.
Twitter.
No, I that's what I said. That's how I preface it. Some people on Twitter, but
Twitter.
I was going to finish by saying, but the majority of people really like him on both sides of politics. Really, he doesn't really sway people either way, in my in from what I've seen. But the rumor that I wanted to bring up here, if I could find it on my Twitter, I've tweeted way too much today. Is that they are working? They are going to be starting Booster Gold.
Mm-hmm.
Is the next project, and James Gunn has gone on the record to say that there is another project that will get started that we don't know about yet. So the timing of the combinations of this article coming out, this quote from Chris Pratt, and then also the rumors going out that they're actually going to start filming Booster Gold before the
Mm-hmm.
2024. Does that make sense that it could probably be Chris Pratt as Booster Gold? Because that's been a lot of the talk, is that Booster Gold is going to be the character for Chris Pratt when he gets to the DC. Is
I
there
don't know.
anything? Is there any other character that you could see in this?
I think that Booster Gold is a character that needs to be the same around the same age as the other heroes. I think him playing Plastic Man, you know, a,
Plastic Man?
he doesn't need to be a leading role in DC.
Okay. Crazy just as Garfield is really tracking strong. Yeah, the trailers have been legit. Him as the voice sounds really good. Pratt will be, what is that? Is that a real character?
What happened?
Pratt will
What
be
happened?
playing. I think, is this a joke or is that a real DC character? I have no idea.
What are you talking about?
Chlorophyll Kid.
Mm.
I have no idea if he's
There's so
making a
many
joke.
weird characters
No,
over
I
there.
know. I wouldn't put it past it that there is a weird DC character like that. Okay, so here is where I got the rumor. I finally found it, but this came from multiple sources. So this is from DCU updates. I could just hear Anthony yelling at me in my ear. That's a account's not good. I don't know if this is one of the good ones or not. I think this is one of the people ones say fake news. This would be significant. According to production list, Booster Gold will begin filming on July 8th, 2024. That is after, well, Superman Legacy will be wrapped filming by then, right?
Yeah, it should be
Yeah.
because because I think they're gonna go right from Superman to filming Supergirl actually.
Yeah.
But the way it looks, I think Supergirl is what, a few months later in 2026 January or something like that.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, this would be significant if they've kept this one under wraps. This see Is it too close for this to be accurate for them to keep another production that they were about to film under wraps without announcing it yet?
I don't know. This is I don't, it's
James Gunn did say there was another project that was being worked on when people asked him on Threads,
but filming
but begin
the
filming on July 8th, 2024.
no. I can see them pre-production with the script and getting the cast together, but I think oh god, never mind. I seen one of the comics. I just think that the way it's been so far is he announces the cast first, then announce a filming date. I don't think he's broken that model at all so far. This will go against everything.
Yeah.
Is he writing this or
I don't know.
this project?
This would be if James Gunn kept this secret and it actually starts production, that would be amazing. Like, I agree, Anthony, that'd be insane. I do think that when Chris Pratt is saying he 100% will be in here, this is the character that he most likely
Nah.
will play. Hey, Mama Bear, thanks for showing up.
Hey,
Appreciate it.
mama.
If you are just getting here, please give us a thumbs up for this new series. Bruce is helping you with the pilot episode of the Power Hour, an hour of content straight to the topics.
Straight to the topics.
Yeah.
All was it all filler, no filler. What? All I forgot.
All killer, no filler.
All killer, no filler.
Yeah. I do have another topic in this though.
But I wouldn't mind seeing Glenn Powell play Booster Gold.
I like that as well. I like Glenn Powell a lot. I want to see that fighter plane movie he did.
Make it rated R and show his pain.
No, I don't. Now here's the other part to this though. If it is accurate that they are doing a production of Booster Gold, is it taking Brave and the Bold's place? Because I saw other news on Twitter that at the earliest it'd be like it says he's still working on it, Muschietti writing it, but they're thinking like 2026, 2027. So
that makes sense.
I think Brave and the Bold is still potentially could happen. It just doesn't seem to be a priority right now. You have the other Batman projects, and once you introduce Batman, it changes the game a little bit, you know.
I don't think
Soup.
there's you can have you don't have to do Superman and Batman close to each other.
Mm-hmm.
And they already have Batman 2 coming out. They don't need to do
well, there's a lot of Batman projects right now. That was like the one thing from the James Gunn slate. I was like, really? Because that's I mean, you could do I say give me all the Batman you want. I want all of the Batman. Give me multiple Batman.
You say you want all of the black men? What?
No, I didn't say
that.
Oh,
Batman. Oh, I'm sorry.
Batman. So
my
give me all the Batman you can. The Batman, the Batman 2, the Penguin show, and then have a Batman in a.
How about the Brave and the Bold
universe?
with just the Bat family, no Batman?
But it's always difficult for the studios to actually even though James Gunn's gonna do that, Brave and the Bold, it always is difficult for them to figure that out. The studio heads, like, you want to have two Batmen at the same time, even with Joker, you have a Joker 2, but you don't really. I mean, you have animated Joker when there's a live action Joker, but two live action Jokers at the same time with substantial parts. I mean, we're not talking about like the Joker and then the Snyder cut sequence with, that wasn't very significant. Having two at the same time is something that we haven't seen even the MCU pull off, of two versions of the character at the same time, because we haven't really had to deal with this in the MCU yet. You have like two different versions of Captain America at the same time, or two different versions, we haven't had to deal with that. So I think if this is accurate, that this will be taking priority over Batman the Brave and the Bold, honestly.
But there has not been a release date for the Brave and the Bold. So I don't
No.
know where people are saying this is replacing it or taking its place or this is taking priority, Max. I have a different take on that, but
Well, he announced
I,
it in the slate. Everything else in the slate's getting some forward momentum.
yeah, the things that are coming out in the
Peacemaker
next 2
2, Season
years,
2,
next 2
Amanda
years,
Waller Show, Creature Commandos.
2 years.
The only other thing that isn't getting like talked about a lot yet was Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. That's got forward momentum. The other one that doesn't have one yet is The Authority, but we do know that one of the actresses is playing the engineer that leads into The Authority, so that has momentum there. So I would
I,
argue
I think I think
that Batman the Brave and the Bold is the only one I don't see a lot of momentum going forward for
well,
yet.
that's because you're being short-sighted with your opinion right now.
Okay.
I think everything he's announced so far has been the 25-26 release schedule for his slate. I think everything after I have to look at the slate again, but I think there's gonna be a maybe two movies in 2026 and probably a TV show. And then 2027 you'll get the other movies like The Authority or the Bold Brave and the Bold. Because there's still a Swamp Thing project that's probably 2027,
Mhm.
2026.
Mhm.
There's
Okay.
plenty of time to expand the slate out across a few years. You don't have to jam pack everything within a year and people get tired and not have this hunger for what's next. They'll just like, I'll wait a few months. It'll be on Max or
I mean,
whatever.
is Matt Reeves potentially holding it up too with not turning in the script for the Batman 2 yet? Because that's possible that they may want to. Let's be real. We all kind of know Matt Reeves wants to do a trilogy for Batman
Yeah.
movies and then be done just like Nolan.
Hmm.
Not really wanting to play with the other superheroes.
Yeah.
Um,
He wants to be grounded. He doesn't want anything with powers or
so
supernatural or anything.
I think Matt Reeves taking a long time may be another reason that it's just my opinion, Bruce, that um Brave and the Bold is like it still could be active development, but going to be pushed to the wayside for a while
You
because
know, I
I have a hard time, even though James Gunn gets it, the
yeah.
execs above him, hard time saying, wait, you want the Batman 2 and then you want Batman the Brave and the Bold. Like if you do that for like 1 year after another between Batman 2 and 3, that's going to be a hard sell to the upper management above James Gunn. I'm talking. And I know James Gunn could do Voltaire. I this is a new show that I'm doing. It's just me and one panelist. I will have you on next time. I promise. I promise. Okay.
But
So I appreciate everyone's understanding. I should have put that out more
I just
in
want
a
to
few.
say,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. No, go ahead. No, I just want to say, I didn't mean to come off like a douche. I know I don't mean you were being short sighted. I mean that you're not looking past what's been announced so far. But I
That's
don't want
fine.
to come off as I was disrespecting the host of the show.
That's fine. No problem. Um, okay, but that's my thoughts on it. I just think that this is going to be a project for later down the line. But Booster Gold, I don't see any reason to wait on this project. I think it's a
Okay.
low risk. I think it's a low risk project, especially since you have Blue Beetle, you know, already. And Blue Beetle frequently collaborates with Booster Gold in the comics, right?
Well, not in
Enough though.
decades. Not
Okay.
since the 80s.
Well, maybe I'm wrong there. Okay. And also a different type of character really
Uh,
would fit James Gunn's style too. This is the character that really would fit his style. Like it I don't even the harshest critic of
there's
James.
the slate if you want to look at it. There's
Okay.
still a few projects that haven't had release dates actually.
Yeah, Paradise Lost, Lanterns, Swamp
Swamp
Thing, and the
Thing.
Authority. Yeah.
Hmm.
Cool. See, Crazy Joe says Booster and Beetle are best friends.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, Ted Cord and Booster Beetle aren't really relevant now in this current era of comics.
Okay. Well, but the other thing I was saying though is James Gunn's universe. Even the most harshest critics of James Gunn probably would say this is a character in his wheelhouse. Like this is something that he can help get right.
Yeah.
The type of quirky character. They're on Joe's shirt right now. I'll take your word for it. Okay, what else do we have? Oh, we have another big story here. All right. Let me bring this up. Are you happy with the Spider-Man Noir live action casting? I am. I love Nicolas Cage. Yes, he does. Oh no. Oh no, Bruce, your initial thoughts? This is coming from Variety.
It's trash. Nicolas
Trash.
Cage is trash.
No.
I do not need to
sir.
see him running around as Spider Noir. No, I'm sorry.
I think
I,
Anthony
I think
Peltry in the chat, let me know if you think this is a good idea because I know he's one of the harshest critics of Sony. So Sony's still in charge of this at Amazon, right? Sony's
yes.
still developing this, but it's being played on Amazon.
Yeah, of course
It's a
not
random
Peter.
person. I understand it's not
It's not.
Peter,
It's not.
but I'm
We're not
just.
talking about Pete.
I know you're the harshest critic of Sony, Anthony. Do you think this is a good idea? That's who I want to see.
All I know is Spider Noir. If you think Nicolas Cage is a good fit for this character, go watch Ghost Rider.
I love Ghost Rider.
I know you would.
I love it when he freaks out and his skull first
Horrible.
flames. It's great.
Horrible.
He's so overacted for that. It was amazing. Come here,
Oh,
Callie. Don't.
He's so overrated as an actor.
Oh no. No, Brewster, stop. Just stop. Nicholas is a good actor. As a series, it could be interesting. The last time, when was the last time Nicolas Cage was in two superhero projects?
Does he
was
still
in
have to
Ghost
pay?
Rider.
Does he still owe taxes that he's doing this?
I don't know. I think
I'm
he's
just
in a better
asking a
position. I think that
question.
was years ago. I think he's in a better position now.
This is why you're not on the panel.
Thank you, Soup. I appreciate it. I have that on VHS. It's a rare VHS. But he did Ghost Rider, and then he also was in Kick-Ass, right? As Big Daddy.
Yes.
And that was another great character.
I don't know. Maybe it's just the fact that he's a Nepo baby. And he didn't get his start on his own merit.
He used his different name.
Oh, please. Like they didn't know who he was. Stop.
I didn't know that at first.
Stop.
Come on. I think.
Oh, here's the phone call.
I think
my nephew's coming over. Give him a shot.
I think Nicolas Cage transcends the Nepo argument. I think he's his own man. I don't think he relies on any family. His early stuff was really good, like Raising Arizona. A lot of that early stuff was really good.
We know how Voltaire feels
he's the
about
best.
Nepo babies.
Yeah, Voltaire, he is a Nepo baby. Come on, he was great. There's so many roles Nicolas Cage was great in. There's so many roles he was not good in it either. He's done a lot of movies. But I think
90% of it was crap.
No, I don't say 90%. I'd say 25%. 75% is pretty good. 25% amazing. 50% of it's pretty good. And then 25% is pretty crap. So I would rank his movie. And he's been in a lot. So Amazon Prime, MGM Plus. Amazon Prime Video. What's that? I don't have to get something new, do I? It's just Amazon. Why does it say MGM Plus Amazon?
There's MGM. I think it's other countries. It might be MGM Plus.
Jade says I'm watching this. Wild at Heart. Is that? I haven't seen that one. Okay. Let's see what else it says here. Cage is set to star in the live-action show Noir, which has been ordered to series at MGM Plus and Amazon Prime Video. The series will debut domestically on MGM Plus's linear channel following by a global launch on Prime Video. Variety exclusively reported that the series was in development in February 2023, though Cage was not attached at the time. The announcement was made ahead of Amazon's upfront presentation to advertisers in New York on Tuesday, expanding the Marvel Universe with Noir. Sony keeps doing this. They keep acting like they're part of the MCU.
All these people that are happy this is happening and this is so great are a bunch of freaking hypocrites. Where are your Sony haters?
I'm very
Sony
critical
doing
of
another
Sony, but this
it's not technically Peter, so it's okay. Shut up.
Amazon, the reason I'm okay
Sorry,
with it, Bruce, to answer you there, the reason I'm okay with it is Amazon's produced a lot of quality stuff. So I think the inclusion of working with Amazon is going to make it a higher caliber. And then Nicolas Cage as that character is intriguing to me. But yes, I still have the Sony concerns, if you must know. I still have the Sony concerns, but this seems a lot better than some of their other projects, like El Muerto with Bad Bunny. And
how does this seem better?
Because Nicolas Cage and Amazon
character. Oh, unpopular character. Nobody cares about.
You don't think any? You're doing the anti-SJW thing, Bruce. No one cares about. No one cares about Miles Morales. No one cares about.
Nobody cares about. That's not Spider-Man. That's Nicolas Cage. That's not Spider-Man. It's Nicolas Cage playing Nicolas Cage.
Okay, Nimrodic.
Nimrodic.
I always used to call him that.
How about tongue-rodic?
Mama Bear says it's technically not technically Peter. Hopefully they'll remember that when Miles is brought into the MCU. Joe says, I'm excited it's happening, but I'm pissed that I won't be able to watch it. Why? You don't have Amazon? And then I don't know if I will say it's better because he's not playing Peter.
See what I mean?
Here in the States on Amazon Prime.
It doesn't matter what you think.
So I was really happy about this, though. I was really happy. I don't care what anyone else says. I'm down for this. I mean, I'm not like holding my breath to make that I think it's going to be amazing. But
there's so many other shows that are.
I like this character and Across the Spider-Verse.
Top tier stuff that's out there that I'm not going to lower myself to watch this.
Yeah. So you're saying
I'd rather watch Rebel Moon
you have to have MGM Plus for this? It's not on Amazon. It's on MGM Plus. Now that is if that's true.
What? I'm so confused.
If it says Amazon in okay. At MGM Plus.
What does that article say?
All right, let me see if it says
officially greenlit at Amazon.
Expanding the Marvel Universe with Noir is a uniquely special opportunity, and we release to our global Prime Video customers. Head of television for Amazon MGM Studios. The extremely talented Nicolas Cage is an ideal choice for our new superhero and accomplished producing team with Phil Lord, come on, Phil Lord and Miller are attached. That's great. Amy Pascal and the incredible team at Sony is dedicated to expanding the franchise in the most authentic way. I'm not sure where it's.
It says series for Prime Video. Where I'm looking, everyone's saying Prime Video. I think it's MGM and other places. I don't think it's here. That won't make any sense to me.
I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait and see. But hearing that Lord and Miller are involved too, that's
do you see anywhere in this article where it says MGM Plus in the States only?
I don't know. I'll have to research that, Joe. I don't know. I don't think it says in the article. Amazon Prime globally. Oh, so domestically MGM. So Amazon around the world gets it. I don't know. We'll have to see if that's true. I might actually get a VPN then, and then I'll go on Amazon Prime on a VPN.
That's not how that works, Max.
You can't?
I don't know. I've never tried it.
It's like different regions. Yes, it blocks your identifiers, so you can like if you're signed in, it doesn't track the region you're in. Yeah, you could, like if you have Netflix, you could watch Netflix UK and stuff, Netflix Australia, things like that. I don't know. I'm happy for this. I only had one other topic here, and that's why we call it the Power Hour. So we have one more topic. If anyone has some questions or some other quick topics we could cover, you could enter those in the chat now, since we're on time for this episode.
Wow, it's
Good
actually
for
been
the
40 minutes already.
Yeah, for the pilot episode, we're on time.
Wow, time actually flies when you're actually talking about the topic and staying on the
Oh
rails.
my God, here he goes. Okay, so there's a lot of conversations about Xbox right now. I do show my disappointment with them
I didn't know
closing
the
studios.
hardware sales was
I
so
didn't even.
bad. Oof.
Well, the hardware is not selling good. It's not.
Yeah, I think
But at
PlayStation's quarter sales outsold Xbox lifetime
the end of
sales.
the day, the amount of great IP, and I hate that the industry is more towards IP over people, but that's Disney, that's Warner Brothers, that's everything. IP are more important than people, especially with the age
It's not
of.
IP, it's money's more always been more important, people.
Yeah, that too.
People
That
will
too.
kill their parents for money and inheritances.
Now,
You don't think
I
corporations will do the same?
yeah. So I'm upset that people are losing their jobs, especially if some very talented studios win. But honestly, my opinion on the Xbox situation right now is when they launch the next Fallout, the next Elder Scrolls, the next Call of Duty, the next Forza, if they are actually working on another part of the Halo Infinite, I don't know.
Mhm.
They are going to be doing a lot better when they start, and potentially with acquiring these new studios, that gives them an opportunity to revisit backwards compatibility where they didn't before, because now they own it. Now they could put other well, with the Xbox 360 storefront going down and acquiring both Activision and Blizzard, they could revisit the back catalog, include those in Game Pass and backwards
I
compatible
think Game Pass will be a
potentially.
thing of the past. They're
I don't
losing so much money on Game
I
Pass.
I don't think so. But ultimately, I would, even though I'm still an Xbox fan, and I think they're going to be fine when the game. I know people are like, yeah, when the games come. You know how many games they actually release? When the games actually release for the biggest IP, I think it's going to be fine. But ultimately, I think, and I love console gaming. I'm a console gamer, opposed to PC master race. I'm not a. I understand why people like PC, but I think ultimately, how would I fix next gen problems? Because Sony, um, laid off some studios too. Not as significant as Xbox or Microsoft. I'm not even comparing the two at all. And their output is better. Sony's output is better right now for first party releases.
Mhm.
But honestly, the way the both because my mind, even though we're talking about video games now and Xbox and Sony and Nintendo, my mind is going to the situation for everything. I'm talking about, hey, El Necron, um, ouch, you dropped your bone on my foot.
How big is that bone?
It's
What the
big.
hell,
Come
Max?
here, Callie. Come here, Callie. Okay, so I'm thinking about what's the situations happening in streaming, Netflix, Disney, and HBO, and I'm also thinking about HBO partnering with Disney and Hulu. We've kind of reached a point where
I don't
you're
think that
not getting
happened.
consistent. What?
I hope you're not suggesting Microsoft and PlayStation team up.
Yes, I am.
I know you are. That's not happening.
Okay, because I'm not saying it would happen. I think that's the way to fix next gen problems and stop having to lay off studios and studios disappear. Because I'm thinking outside the box. You could still have the Microsoft branding. You could still have the Game Pass branding.
I
If
I I
Sony and Microsoft work together and you just have Microsoft games on a Sony PlayStation console, I think the box isn't as important as it used to be. Do you
I know
agree?
I saw.
Do you at least agree with that part, Bruce? That in the console war, the box is not as important as it was in previous generations.
No, I
It's
don't
not.
agree with that.
Oh, you
I don't
don't
agree
agree?
with you. No,
I
I think that Microsoft fumbled the ball for a decade with when it comes to studios, and those that have been loyal to Microsoft for this whole time are now saying, "Oh, let's have everything multiplat. Oh, we could have everything on everything."
Well,
Stop. Just
look
stop.
at Square Enix is in the news, Bruce. Square Enix is also in the news saying that they are not going to do PlayStation exclusive anymore. It makes sense for all these
They didn't
studios to
say
be
they
on a
weren't going to do it anymore. They just said
or
they were expanding.
they're expanding. Okay,
The
they're
problem with Square Enix is they were releasing too many big games in a short time frame.
well, look at the other proof we have here of
And that
these big corporate companies that own all these IPs not sticking to a closed system. Example, I'm saying people don't like Zaslav for a lot of reasons, but Zaslav, not everything. They built HBO Max where everything was self-contained on Max, the whole library of Warner Brothers, and then they were suffering. Now they
no,
are
no,
licensing out
no.
their stuff
The whole thing
everywhere.
of iMax,
Yeah.
when Max was self-contained before they took over Max,
What?
they knew it. What wasn't Max after was before Zaslav took over?
Yes.
Max was
I'm
yes.
saying at that
That's
time
just
there was
yes.
also all the DC animated, all the DC shows, all the history of Warner Brothers, all on one platform, the whole library. And then only when Zaslav took over, they started licensing out to other streamers
Well,
like
they were in
Netflix. Now
debt.
you're
They
seeing
had to. They had no
now.
choice.
Well, I'm saying this seems to be a kind of uh, a a solution for a lot of these big companies with all these IPs
I
is
don't think.
not to focus on one closed system. I'm talking
Yeah,
about one closed console
Sony
box with the
and
Xbox and one closed streaming platform like with Max. It makes sense to put your product everywhere. And the more we get
if
games
there's no
everywhere, the
competition, if
industry is
there's
going
no
to be a lot
competition,
healthier.
Max, if there's no competition, prices for video games are going to skyrocket. We all know this. No competition.
I don't think you think if there's not two big consoles besides Nintendo, because Nintendo's going to stick around
Nintendo's
because
not.
they're going
Nintendo doesn't count when it comes to
as long as they have a
console wars.
handheld and a console together,
They
they're going
could
to be
put out
fine.
a piece of paper with a drawing of Mario, and they'll sell 10 million
They
copies
could just
tomorrow.
write Amiibo on it. Yeah,
Yes, they could put
but
Yoshi
I'm
on an egg, and they'll
okay.
sell.
We're talking about like the high end consoles, right?
Yes,
So I think it would benefit both companies, even though Sony's winning a lot right now. To
I've
just
never liked the
break
design of.
down the walls, break down the barriers, let all these studios put their games everywhere.
I had what 3 Xbox 360s.
Mhm.
You know what happened to those?
Did you get the revamp model?
Yes, and they still fail. I just gave up and gave it to my brother. I didn't care anymore. It was
Okay.
annoying, and
Well,
they're not a hardware company.
it's
It never
really funny
happened.
that the biggest Sony hater on MME is also the biggest Sony lover when it comes to their video game console.
He's such a
Sony will
hypocrite.
never work with
Hypocrite.
those bum.
We got a super
Um,
chat.
well, that'll stay for after this topic. We're gonna close out this
Okay.
topic, and then that's the
I
the bonus
But I will
part of
say
the
this:
Power Hour.
even though Square Enix is going to go multiplat, Xbox owners have never been interested in Japanese RPGs. They had some of the best Japanese RPGs on the 360. Had these great deals with Square Enix, Blue Dragon. I forgot the other ones, but they were exclusive. Nobody bought them.
Mhm.
No,
Well,
JRPGs do not sell well on the Xbox. It's just
all right. I understand. It's not. I'm not saying everything needs to be on both systems. I'm saying certain titles would benefit and could keep companies, uh, you know, help get companies turn better profits. You know,
Mhm.
um, what would you do to fix it then? Because I really feel strongly about this, Bruce. I think if they broke down the walls and had more games on each platform, more games on PC, it's not taking away my love of the console experience. It's only
Well,
helping these
I
studios
don't.
not have such big risks with these games being so massive. It opens
I
the
think
the gates for more uh,
no one's
consumers.
saying that they shouldn't be multi-plat. I'm saying that Microsoft as a hardware company is done. They're not making any more hardware. I think they're just gonna.
That's not accurate.
I forgot who it was. I think was
They
it
are
Phil
working
Spector
on
or
something right now.
someone was quoted as saying that Xbox as a brand was dead, and it will become Microsoft Gaming.
I think that's
Because
a good thing.
I'm saying hardware they're not going to do hardware anymore.
If
The hard,
if
hardware
Microsoft, like,
Xbox
for
is doing
example,
horrible.
if Microsoft, I love the Xbox branding, and I have my original Xbox, I have my 360 and my Series X, okay? But if Microsoft went the way of not producing a console, which is not accurate, Bruce, there's all kind of scoopers saying out that they are actually working on things, potentially even like a handheld like the Rogue Ally or Steam Deck type of situation.
Yeah, Steam Deck and Ally actually own did done. Steam Deck is like
Let's
up
see
tier.
what happens. They're at least developing it. Who knows if it's actually going to come to market? Um,
What I'm saying is,
I lost
I'm
my
just
thought there.
saying, I think PC is going to be the home for your what is it called, Game Pass or whatever.
Oh yeah,
And
I think they should expand the PC part of Game Pass for sure.
because you can't even there's a lot of things I was restricted to. Well, I remember when I tried to do Game Pass
Oh,
with you
what
guys.
yeah, what I was going to finish saying about I would be happy though if Microsoft uh was putting more games on PlayStation, as long as they're available on Xbox too. As long as I prefer Xbox because of the achievements and the functions for party chat. I like better on Xbox than PlayStation. So that's the reason I actually, if there's a game I could get on both, I lean towards the Xbox because the achievements and stuff. I like the achievement system better than the trophy system. It's just more appealing to me. I don't know. I like that little ding with the the green achievement bar coming up. I really appreciate.
You like the Attaboy.
Yeah,
Attaboy,
yeah,
good job.
exactly. It's that simple. It's that simple. I like the controller. I like the PlayStation controller too. But what would you to close out this topic, Bruce? What would you do to fix some of these next gen problems? Because companies as big as Square Enix are having issues. What would you suggest?
Well, I for me, I think Square Enix pissed off a lot of Final Fantasy fans, and they really didn't realize it when they got rid of turn-based fighting in Final Fantasy. I'm sorry, I'm not an action RPG guy. I like my JRPGs to be turn-based with systems and they changed Final Fantasy 7 to make it an action game. That pissed a lot of fans off. I'm sorry.
Now I prefer the action, but I understand what you're saying. The people that built that Final
Right.
Fantasy 7
Branch. Yep.
would like a game on parallel to, like, for example, Capcom. Capcom
Mhm.
doesn't go and change Resident Evil except to quality of life improvements, but they don't change the whole system.
I
Like,
like
no one
having a
wants that stinking moving around with the D-pad anymore. I mean, that's different than um
I like having a party of 6 and I can control each party member individually without having AI. I mean, the system control my party, damn it. That's why I haven't really played a lot of JRPGs lately. I
okay,
don't like it. So
I understand.
it's not
So I
a
see
it's a
that they
failing.
might be going for the wrong audience with that, because I would prefer that, but I still haven't played it. Even though I'm
Yeah,
like, "Oh,
you're
that
not
sounds better to me." I didn't even play it though, you know. Okay, so now we've entered the bonus round of the Power Hour. That's if you send in a super chat for a question or topic. We will, and thank you so much, Isaac and Voltaire, for tipping us on the Power Hour. This is a new episode. Actually, I would love to have El Necron on sometime. Voltaire, Brian, Perp,
yes. He will only
Claudia.
have
I
you on
want
if you're interesting.
yeah. Actually, Rhea as well. Rhea just got here. That would be awesome. We'll
That'd be
try
awesome.
this is a new series called the Power Hour. Rhea, it's just an hour of topics. No mailbag. The mailbag is going to be exclusive for MME, and no good news of Twitter. Even though I really want to cover the portal, because that portal, there were some funny memes. I know Voltaire retweeted too. I would like the portal to stay open. That's all I'm saying.
The PlayStation Portal is amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, he's about the
So
other portal.
Voltaire 325 $1.99. Sorry for intruding. Good stream, ladies. Thank you so much, Voltaire. I really appreciate it. And then
You gonna
here's
buy us bidets?
And here is the bonus topic brought to us by great supporter of MME and the first Power Hour bonus topic. We are now in overtime. Well, almost in overtime, 4 minutes. Isaac, the biggest movie fan, $9.99. Do you guys wish that James Gunn stayed at Marvel? And also, geez, what are your guys' thoughts on the Garfield movie promotion? It's just crazy. First, I'd like to cover the Garfield, and we'll get you too, Bruce, on this. Thank you so much for supporting the channel in this way, Isaac. It really, really helps. It really does. Great supporter and great friend of the channel. And Voltaire as well. So the Garfield movie trailer, I'm looking forward to this movie. I think Chris Pratt is a billion-dollar movie star. I think he doesn't really I think people are so polarized on both sides of politics that even certain talent they
He's a
look for,
force
they go
leading
into.
man.
He's what?
He's there. He's a leading man that they're trying to
He's
shove down
likable.
everybody's throat.
He's likable.
Yeah, he's a likable fat best friend. He's not a leading man material.
Don't call him fat best friend. He did so much work to get in shape for Star-Lord. I was as a chubby nerd, I was so proud of Chris Pratt when he slimmed down and got those abs. I was like, wow, if he could do it, I could do it too. But I didn't. But it does give me hope that I could do it if I tried hard enough. But the Garfield movie is great. Oh, wow. Thank you so much. We also got Rhea gifted. I will come back to your topic, Isaac, but Rhea gifted 5 memberships. I really appreciate that. So let me bring this up here. So we got Jeffrey Miller is back. Thank you, Rhea. Thank you, Jeffrey Miller. Mama Bear Doll is back. El Necron is back. Kingdom of Nerds is back. And Figure Drawing is back. Thank you so much. This is great. Thank you so much for the support of the series. I hope it will give more people time to shine that are great content creators like Bruce. Go check out Bruce.
Who, me?
And yeah, I'm sure Bruce.
My content is very boring and
no. I think Bruce is going to be back on the Power Hour soon as well. So I really appreciate that.
Yes, me and you have really good chemistry.
The goal is, this is the pilot episode too, just to give you guys behind the scenes. I'm not planning on doing this at night that often. I'm planning to do it in the daytime because I would actually like to bring down my hours at my main job if possible and focus more on YouTube. Oh, wow.
Before you do that, let me ask the chat something. Would you guys be up for watching Max do this at 2 to 3 p.m. Eastern time-ish? You know, if you
probably
that would be a thing.
3
o'clock.
2:30
p.m.
probably
Eastern.
Yeah, 2:30 is probably the earliest I could do because I'm just getting out of work at 2.
You know, coffee with Max during the Power Hour.
Just topics.
You think 3 o'clock would be a good? Thumbs up in the chat if you think 3 p.m. will be awesome time for Max to do this.
Thank you for all the support. I really appreciate it. Okay, and
you gave me my start, Max. You gave me my start.
And you surpassed me.
I did not surpass.
Yes, you did. Which is great. As a content creator, you've done really good, man. Really, really props to Bruce. There's a lot of great people that we know, but no, I honestly think Bruce is one of the one that's like really took it and ran with it. You know, I like all the stuff you come up with, the segments with Casting Couch. You try to get the community involved. You have everything planned. I really respect all you. That's not me, because you know how I roll. I mean, this is as much as planning as I could do, as I could put stuff on the banner. But I respect your work ethic towards
It's a
this,
lot of work.
and you do a
I
good
have a lot
job.
of free time too, so
No. You do a good job. You do a good job. But he really ran with it. So go check out
thank you,
Bruce for
Matt.
sure. So Rhea and then Bruce gifted 5 memberships. Isaac, the biggest movie fan, is gifted a membership. And Isaac, if you want to go back to the community section and add some questions with the last members mailbag, I didn't finish that one, and I will be finishing the mailbag on MMB Live tomorrow night. So anyone that's getting a membership now, you could still go on the community section, check to see if all the mailbag questions or topics have been read, and if not, go leave it, and I will finish that on. And yes, MME Live for tomorrow night, a whole full panel for MME Live. Okay, the Juice Man was gifted a membership by Kingdom Nerds. Brian was gifted a membership. Brian's back. Zeke was gifted a membership, and Nat Murphy. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm really happy with this pilot episode. So Isaac, I don't know everything you're talking about with the Garfield promotion though. I saw some memes. I
Yeah, I've
think there
seen a
was
lot of
one with like
promotion.
Garfield with claws like Wolverine and Deadpool. That was
They
fun.
did the Garfield corn sweat pose with the boots.
Oh, that was
Yes,
actually released by the studio?
I believe that was.
That's great because I did see that in an article. I didn't know that. I thought a fan put that together. So that's really great marketing. I think that's great. Isaac, let me know what you think of the Garfield
Yeah, the
movie.
promotion has been out of control.
Yeah. I actually want to also get the Garfield with Bill Murray too on because they have it on VHS. So I want to get that too. But I prefer what they're doing now, like all animated, all CG, instead of Garfield with live action actors. Just like they did the Smurfs. I prefer them doing the Smurfs with in all Smurf land instead of Smurfs in New York City. I'm not that I'm against it. It's just like it loses
Uh,
an appeal to me.
I'm not a big fan of Garfield. I've always been a Heathcliff fan. I liked Heathcliff more than Garfield.
Mhm. Oh, awesome, Gary. Yeah, anyone that wants to put a question in, put it in. I'll cover it on MME Live tomorrow. And this was great to do this just power hour tonight
You
because
forgot the
I'm also
first part
very
of the
tired.
question.
No, I know. I am
Okay.
going to cover that too. So the next part of this is, do you guys wish that James Gunn stayed at Marvel? That's a hard question. I honestly, if I like that James Gunn finished his arc with Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Now, if he didn't have that controversy and was fired and rehired,
Well, it was
I'm
his own
pretty
fault.
sure uh Feige was grooming him in a good way because you can be groomed in a good way. It's not always groomed in a good way to take over some of the stuff on the MCU, and he could have been in the Avengers. But honestly, if uh, El Necron is just saying, yes, I wish Gunn stayed it. Is that what you mean? El Necron, I wish he stayed at Marvel. But if he stayed at
Well,
Marvel, I don't honestly, even if James Gunn didn't take over, I still don't think we would be getting the Snyderverse restored under
no,
Zaslav.
I don't think that's even
No,
a
I'm
thought
just
with this
saying
question.
but my other part of that though, Bruce, is I don't know what would be happening at DC if James Gunn did take over. I don't know if I think they might have just if they didn't announce James Gunn when he did, I think we just wouldn't be getting any movies developed right now, is what my thoughts would
I
be.
think it would have been The Rock and
No,
three.
I don't think anything would be moving forward. I think it's full steam ahead because of how much James Gunn takes on himself right now.
Yeah,
All these
and
projects.
James Gunn is very lucky to have a job at all
Yeah.
after everything he did on Twitter at the time.
Yeah.
You know,
Um
you know.
Ellen says we were inches away until Gunn popped up. But here's what I'm saying, El Necron. I know they announced Cavill back. They might not have announced that he's not going to return as Superman, but they just wanted to develop it. That's the thing. Okay, we announced it, and then you're like, well, what's the progress on it? Development hell? Have you heard of development hell? I honestly think the situation, if James Gunn didn't take over, would be like, oh, we'll work on this with Henry. The box office sucked though, so it's not a high priority. I
Nah.
honestly don't think they would be rushing into it because look at DC now. The only thing new that's being developed was the Todd Phillips Joker 2 with Lady Gaga, which Todd Phillips was already working on that, by the time Zaslav took over, I think at least. And the Penguin, which was already under production, but nothing else that's going into production it's just Gunn's forward momentum of writing himself, getting this done. I honestly think DC would have been put on ice after because they announced it, but then they also had the Flash box office, the Blue Beetle box office, Black Adam box office, and Aquaman 2 box office.
Hold up.
And then
I'm gonna have to push back with that.
okay.
Aquaman, Shazam, Blue Beetle, and those box office would have been fine if James Gunn would have stayed at Marvel, because he would have never announced his slate, and people would have went to see them. Just saying.
Potentially.
Yes.
But I
Him
think the
announcing
quality
his
was
slate
bad.
killed
I
those
think the
movies.
quality was subpar enough that they still would have done. I think they could have done better, but not really good. Where I think if they didn't announce James Gunn already by the end of the last year's DC theatrical run, I think it would just be blackout for DC besides Batman projects. Honestly, that's my honest thoughts. Oh yeah, we announced Henry Cavill. We'll work on it, and then nothing would move forward. That's just my opinion. I mean, it's lots of different scenarios could happen. I do agree, Bruce, that it took a lot of wind out of the sails of DC fans once the slate was announced. But I do think it would have been slightly better. But the quality of those movies is a little bit subpar to me, and I don't think it would have attracted
Well,
the general
we don't
audience.
know what
It's
changes that he
yeah,
made that
that's
could have
true.
affected the story.
Yeah, that's
So,
true. That's true. He blew. This is El Necron's take. Gunn basically came through the back door and pulled the carpet out. He blew the magic smoke up Sazlov's ass.
I'm pretty sure Gunn has come through the back door many times.
Yeah, Anthony. The only DC movies that would happen is the Batman Jokers. I mean, that's honestly my thoughts. But the only reason
We're heading to a time when superhero movies are going to be dead anyway.
no, they're not. No, they're not. They're keeping the industry
Just put them
alive.
on streaming.
They just need to be more selective, which it's just not. Movie industry in streaming is not the comic book industry,
I
and
think video
you
games.
can't have every character have a spotlight. Unfortunately, like a whole their own series. They may just have to. They really need to just be okay with some characters just showing up in movies and not have their whole own movie and series.
And also I don't know. I think there's a transition period going on from superhero movies to people looking more into video game movies.
Mm-hmm.
I think
This
the
is the
interest is
comment.
there.
This is the comment of the night. Thank you, Jade. Kathleen Kennedy has perfected the art of development hell. Chris Pratt as Batman? No, I don't want to see that.
Oh,
I mean, I wouldn't be I don't want to ever say no, but
oh.
I don't see him as Batman.
Maybe he can play Alfred.
Okay, but that's the first episode of the Power Hour. Let us know. Give us the feedback in the community or in the comments section.
Mm-hmm.
Go sub to my pal Bruce, the King of Nerds. And unless there's something else, I think that's all, everyone. I would love if you don't comment on the chat, let me know. El Necron, Mama Bear, Anthony Beltree, Cheeseman, Isaac. Tell us what you think of this new series and if you like the format, and we'll workshop it. I think we got a nice thing going here, and thank you, Bruce, for helping me figure it out. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, I think this worked well.
All right, so we'll see you soon.